fuck around, I fuck around.
Yeah,
Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. I fuck around, round, 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 I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Getting fucked, fucking up and down this fucking street. I gotta find a fucking place where the fuckheads meet. Those fuckers and me are getting fucking known. Yeah, the fuckheads know, so fucking leave us alone. I fuck around, round, 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 I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. Round, round, fuck around, round, 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 fuck around, I fuck around.
Yeah,
fuck around, round, round, I fuck around. 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 Fuck around, round, round, I fuck around.
Say Salami Nugget goes to a job 40 hours a week as whatever, right? Makes $10 an hour. So what is 40 hours a week, $10 an hour? Let's say that's, I don't have my calculator with me. I can't do math. I'm not good at math, I'm sorry. What is that? 40 hours a week, $10, that's about, let's just say it's about, let's say $500 a week. Let's say $500 a week, right? I'll just say that. Because I'm not going to do the math. We'll say he's making $500 a week, probably more, but anyway. Okay, he's selling his time, he's selling his labor, etc. He's making $40. He's making $500 a week.
That's that fucking quirky math, folks. I don't know if that math is worse than the math we saw Emo do last night, actually. What was it? Was it let's see, $4,000 minus $200 gives you $38,000. So let's, I say we get the two of them, sit them down, give them the math portion of a high school equivalency test, and just see what happens. I'm willing to raise the funds to see this. Anyway, what's up, folks? We're going to do things. We're going to take a look at things. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat. Thank you, Mango and Hooves, both of you. Well, Mango becomes a member, and Hooves has been for 2 months, which is funny because you just came in here and were like, what the fuck does this green star mean? You've been paying for this for 2 months. I don't think I've had a show in those 2 months, perhaps. I apologize. I'm going to try to remedy that, folks. I'm going to try to start doing somewhat of a schedule. Kind of time may vary, but day is Tuesday. It looks like that seems to work. I'm going to try my best. We'll see. We'll see. So, who all are we taking a look at here today? Traditionally on this channel, we have looked at Shanny for Christ more than anyone in any of the various locales. However, this is not that stream. If you are looking to see Shanny content, you are not going to see it here because there's nothing new. I don't know if you noticed or not. Shanny's in that cycle at this point. where she's, gone radio silent. So I'm sure she'll reemerge. It'll be fucking horrendous as it always is, and then maybe we'll take a look at it if it's worth taking a look at. We'll see how it goes. But no, Shanny's not on the docket, as G-Man would say here tonight. Thank you, Hooves on the Ground. $2. Learn how to tell time. 7:01 isn't 7. So thank you for the $2. And also, go fuck yourself. I hit go live 5 seconds after the hour. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I was 100% on time. And even if I wasn't, still did it better than Billy. Was he 5-6 minutes late this weekend? Come on. I'm a fucking professional over here. God damn it. Thank you, Lady Starfire, for becoming a member. I don't know why you did that. Maybe when I said earlier that I'm going to try to be more regular, I mean, a dude named Brand probably should be pretty regular, but you put a lot of trust on that try, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So yeah, real quick, just before I get the first video queued up here, I am not going to be covering Emo's rant against myself and the other members of the Geek Room, more specifically Billy, who was called a slur about 478 times. I mean, he's going for that Rev record. But the thing about Rev's thing was he did that in a YouTube short. So, he really jammed it in there. Unlike the OnlyFans that Billy paid $15 for us all to see. So yeah, let's go ahead. Reason being, I'm not going to be watching that is, of course, we're going to be watching that on the Geek Room, so we can all kind of have our say about that. So who we are going to be taking a look at first here, by the way, as you can probably see, coming to us courtesy of Boglum Chronicles, one of my favorite channels. We're going to be taking a look at some Cobes. This one entitled Dinner with the Chat Trolls. So let's check it out.
What up, YouTube? I got PayPal resolved. They did a security check.
Better pay
They
some
do that
taxes,
every
boy.
so often. It just temporarily shuts down my PayPal, but it'll be back up. Cash App's the way to go. What's that pizza, and can I have a some? Well, I'm glad you asked. Took my donations from earlier and got me something to eat. This is a Little Caesars stuffed crust, pretzel crust, pepperoni pizza with cheese sauce.
What? Now, I'm sure Cobes is certainly going to share the exact recipe, all the ingredients in said pizza many times. But I just want to clarify that. So I was watching this video last night, and I thought I was misunderstanding what Cobes was saying. So I went and I actually looked up the ingredients in this pizza, and it's legitimate. Instead of like your sauce on the pizza, it is replaced by like a nacho cheese sauce. That sounds fucking awful. And I try to take up for Little Caesars as the not absolute worst pizza chain, but they're really making it hard right now.
What do you guys think? Did you have a slice of that?
He shows that thing off like a
Pretzel,
proud dad,
stuffed crust,
like a newborn baby.
Pizza with cheese sauce. Legit cheese sauce on the crust.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That's fucking atrocious. Like, the pretzel crust doesn't sound bad in and of itself, just that by itself, but holy shit. No, I couldn't do that. That's way too much cheese. Did you see how much cheese they put on there? They put like maybe a little bit more than a typical sauce, not to mention the cheese on top. He's never going to shit. Agreed.
That's disgusting when no one's forcing you to watch, dude. Let it cool off before opening it. So we may not get the cheese pull.
So Jello saying it's Cheese Whiz. Are you fucking serious?
Little Caesars.
It's most definitely
Cheese
what's
sauce, pretzel stuffed crust pizza. I'm jealous of you and your fans. Well, admitting it's the first step to recovery. Boogie 2988 fights Wings of Redemption. It's probably a different YouTuber because as soon as I heard that name, I immediately thought of the fucking weirdo that was on me with Crystal Stream.
It's little things like that that make Boglum Chronicles.
I can get a woman. I just haven't found the right one yet.
A woman.
Does he read chat? Yes, I do.
Bro sounded like an AI trying to talk about love or something there for a second. Like he totally doesn't understand. Oh man. Sometimes sometimes you kind of feel for this guy, but then you remember he's not that endearing at the end of the day.
What advice would you have to give to a parent who has a kid with autism? Just do your research. I've been drinking for the last couple of days. I didn't have a single drink of alcohol yesterday or today. And I'm all right with that.
Yeah. He's okay with that.
J.A., thank you for your $1 to Cash App. Here's $1 for a shout out, you stinky toddler. Yeah, well, J.A., if anyone's a smelly toddler, it's my YouTube trolls. They need to grow up. Like, my trolls need help. And you don't have to donate to my Cash App or PayPal, but if you do, it's greatly appreciated. Spencer, how much money do you eat some tactical soap?
Hey, look, Hooves, I'll have you know, make a lot of money. Okay.
$4,000. Just some bullshit troll comment from the last stream. It's like, you don't eat it, dude. You wash with it. There's my Cash App if you want to donate. You don't have to. But buy a tape. I'll get $400 if all my tapes sell out. Or the remainder of them, I should say.
Does he mean like literal tapes? Like cassette tapes? Is that really what he's doing? Like culture hasn't looped back around to that being a thing again, right? Like we're still in the vinyl stage. At least I hope that doesn't happen. So is he really selling tapes, or is he like? I'm genuinely curious now.
I'm not answering the door. I'm streaming. It might be someone from the liquor store. Let's find out.
So he kind of backtracks a little bit there. Maybe I should. Maybe, just maybe, it's someone from the liquor store. But he's totally okay. Remember, he's totally okay with not having anything to drink right now. It's fine. It's also the thing that got him right up off his ass and to the door after he screamed at this person.
So fucking stupid. I don't know who it was. I guess they went away, man.
Yeah, I imagine so. After you screamed, I'm not
No, I'm
coming to
not
the door.
grumpy, but to be fair, you'd be irritated too. Every time you try to fucking stream, people gotta knock as hard as they can on your fucking door. It's like, hey, dude, can you read the sign? Are you fucking retarded? And you know what? The DoorDashers are just doing their fucking job. If it is DoorDash, you know.
So that's why you scream at
The
them.
fucking trolls know what they're doing. It's like, it's immature, lame trolling. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, ignore the sign on his door. Ha 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 ha. And it's like, good job. You fucking gang stalked me to the point. And it doesn't matter because
Oh
my
shit,
landlord.
Cobes is a target citizen now. He's got gang stalkers that, they got this cover that they work for DoorDash and Uber Eats and shit, but no. Fucking gang stalkers.
Supports my videos. But it's the weekend. Jordan, thank you for your $1. Hey, Coast, would you box Cyraxx with Keemstar? Yes, I would. I'd beat the fuck out of Cyraxx. You don't even got to pay me for it, to be honest. Yes, thank you for your $1. Can you shout out to your friend Dixon?
Up, they almost got him. Look at that. Look, Cobes is actively trying his best to figure out what that is, so he doesn't say. You're getting better, Cobes. You're getting better. Thank you, Hooves, for the $2. No chat games, lazy mofo. I don't have any of that shit. Sad, you know. We cut the fat here, you know, straight to this shit. Plus, I don't know how to do any of that shit. I've never even tried.
Yes. Yeah, I see what you're trying to get me to say there, and it's not going to work. Leanne, thank you for your $1. Keep up the good video. Stop with the duster, though. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, shit. I'll do what I want, when I want.
Okay, so there you go. Cobes is still huffing the duster, huh? This is gonna end well. Well, at least the chances are we'll see it.
At KingCobraJFS, I ordered you a handle of a Tranquility, but you didn't answer the door, and the driver left with the bottle. No, you didn't, dude. No, you wouldn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, dude. It wasn't.
No.
Someone left me some Wendy's, and I appreciate that.
I didn't shoo away booze. No. How's it going, nerdy? Welcome to the shit show.
Guarantee you it wasn't alcohol, bud. Looks like someone sent me some Wendy's. The fuck is even this? Ghost pepper fries, spicy ghost pepper ranch, onion, shredded cheese, sour cream, crackers, hot sauce. Your face is a work of art. This looks like a legit fan order sent it. The new Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. These are crispy onion bits. Spicy chicken. Lettuce, tomato, some kind of sauce, and some kind of like peppery cheese.
Just
yeah, we have a cross section.
Right.
I don't have any no hard feelings.
So that was the first description of everything that's on this burger. Anybody want to take any bets we hear exactly what he just said about 3 or 4 more times before he crams it down his gullet?
Towards Wendy's. Them firing me was actually a blessing in disguise. So thank you to whoever sent the Wendy's. I appreciate it. I still fuck with Wendy's on occasion. So the founder, Dave Thomas, wouldn't have fired me because he would have seen the video that got me fired. I had a customer who's being super rude to me. And
Yeah.
All I did was make a video saying,
Dave Thomas, right now, as it stands, he definitely approves of this video. And as it stands, he doesn't stand. That man's very dead. So I don't think he approves of this, nor does he even know. Luckily, he died before he knew about the existence of Cobes here.
Yeah, it irritated me, but I didn't say shit, and I handled it professionally. But it is what it is. A lot of people...
Thank you, R. Azrael, for becoming a member. Like I said, I really appreciate everyone out there who is really putting a lot of trust in my try. So We'll see. It's you guys are you're gonna make me feel obliged. So maybe that'll help.
Still don't go to Wendy's because they fired me. Shit, you not. You got people who boycott Wendy's because they fired me, and it's like, well, that's your choice.
Yeah,
You
I
can believe
think
what you want to believe.
I'd probably make the same choice, honestly.
Doesn't matter if the trolls have my address. I'm never getting kicked out because my landlord supports my videos.
Okay, so like Cobes, that doesn't matter, man. Like the first crazy thing that goes off in this apartment that your landlord would probably see if he does in fact, what do you call, support your videos, that's actually like property, like damage to his property. Do you think that's gonna, like, his love of your channel is gonna come before like whatever may happen? Because we've seen, like, for example, when you like you fucking sure you can what's that guy's name, his friend across the room. So I'm just saying, there's been evidence of this before. I'm not just randomly pulling this up here, Cobes. I'm pretty fucking sure he's gonna be more concerned about the place he owns than the success of your fucking channel.
Could I food hack the Wendy's and pizza together? I'll probably just dump chili on the pizza and call it a hack, you know? I'm not destroying anything with this damn sandwich. Now, compared to my last apartment, this one's a lot cleaner.
Low bars. It's also destroying his colon, by the way.
Eating a burger like an apple, that's so fucking stupid. It's a burger. It's a chicken sandwich. You hold it with your hands and you eat it. Someone sent him booze. This is boring. You don't gotta send me booze, dude. Hide user from channel. That's what pisses me off about this anymore.
Wait,
I go on
Cobes
camera and
wait, so Cobes is in his like early 30s? Really? Jesus Christ. It's you don't. Yeah, it's a hard 32 or whatever we're going with. That's, yeah. Where you live, it makes everything low bars. Okay, granted, but I mean, I guess I could say the same to you. I mean, you're here too, right?
drink. Oh, you're an alcoholic. You're this, you're that. You're blah, blah, blah. You need help, blah, 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 blah. I go on camera and legitimately don't drink on camera, and it's, oh, you're boring. It's like, what my dad said on Facebook was right. The trolls think they control the script in this TV show that you call YouTube. They don't control my script, cuz. Do my teeth hurt bad? No, they don't. Why do you ask? If you don't find it entertaining, then why the fuck do you watch?
Well,
You just go out of their way to talk shit because they
it's
can. 'Cause I
entertaining,
am
though.
one of the most hated
It's
people
not
on
the way you
YouTube
intend it
for
to
doing
be.
absolutely nothing. Anybody don't feel like drinking tonight? You ever think about that? Look, I'm down for a drink, and I got some money in my Cash App, so I might order. Oh, look at that! Goddamn! You have $35.82 in your Cash App.
Science.
I wish my eyes were green.
You should just be glad they're somewhat straight.
No, my eyes are this hideous shade of brown. It's not brown eye shaming. I just don't have confidence in the way in my like physical looks.
Not Cobes out here shaming the brown eye.
Don't have any air duster.
Huffed it all.
Better not go live. Oh, you're hilarious. Impersonating my future son. That's hilarious. I'm already live, so what are you gonna do about it? Sit here and watch like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't actively go out of my way to text and harass my YouTube trolls. I got 10 million things I'd rather do, to be honest. How the fuck?
Bro, you don't actively go out of your way to do anything. Like you don't have a job. You're not like in school. You're not in any kind of training of any sort. Like you don't go out of your way to do anything, and that stuff's not even going out of your way. That's just like life. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe just maybe like these things are leading to the lifestyle you have, which leads people to laugh at you publicly.
Fucking my troll is going to say I'm obsessed with them when I do not go out of my way to text them every fucking day of the week, 365 days of the year. I get at least one text message from these assholes, and it's fucking hilarious. They text and they call behind burner numbers like little pussies. And it's not like a bunch of people, it's the same handful of people that do it. Loading up my tobacco pipe with some 4 Aces regular. It's got a mixture of cigar butts and 4 Aces regular, so it's got a little bite to it.
Oh Jesus!
It's nice and dry, so it doesn't take much to start it up. Buy the album here; it's only $10. But yeah, I'll leave you with it, folks. Thanks for watching.
All right, so there we go. Already one down there. Cobes, you're a fucking nightmare, my guy. Like, quite seriously. It's he's one of those guys that you can definitely always look to whenever you have maybe doubts about yourself, maybe feeling a little self-doubt. Let's see. Oh shit, one of the videos that I had here has apparently been removed. Video unavailable. I was going to be taking a look at a Cyraxx video here with everybody. But apparently YouTube has said, no, you are not. So unfortunately, what that means for everybody is that the next thing we're going to be taking a look at here. How about a musical performance? Everyone, we ready for something like that? Let's see here. I think we are. We're going to have a bit of a music break here. I want everyone to appreciate the music stylings of whatever the fuck her name is this week.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is Don't Stop Being a Cat. I'm singing Unbreak Your Heart by Tony Braxton. And I am just coming myself up right now, so please be respectful of my wishes and understanding. And let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe.
Wait.
And this will be...
What is she like doing a YouTube video incognito or something? Like, I hope you'll understand that I'm a fucking lunatic. Like what is this? And let's not even act like she didn't just say she's about to cover Unbreak My Heart. This is for those who don't know, you have no idea the insane notes that she's going to hit here. Like there's going to be so much emotion in this, so much talent. Just I can't even wait. Let's
for a Monday video. I will be putting the shout outs in the video after I'm done the song of who requested me to do the song. Don't leave me in this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back and bring back my smile. Come back and take those tears away. I need your arms to hold me now. Nights are so unkind.
Who's in the background smashing their fucking head against the wall? Because like I get it. Like I understand, but holy shit, that's annoying. Yeah, no music. She's was fucking acapella. She's that good. That good.
Bring back those nights when I hold you beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door. You walked out of my life. Uncry those tears. Cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart.
Quick check of the lyrics here.
My heart. Take me back. That sad word you goodbye. Bring back
Oh.
the joy to my life. Don't leave me here with those tears. Come kiss me this pain away. I can't forget the day you left. The time was so unkind. And this life is so cool without you here beside me.
Double speed.
Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again.
Get those lighters out, folks.
Undo this hurt you caused when you walked the door and you walked out of my life. Uncry those tears. Cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart. Don't leave me in this, all in this pain. Don't leave me out in this rain. Bring back the nights when I held you beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again.
No way.
Undo this
Melody?
hurt you
Hold on. Azrael, Melody, what is Melody you speak of? What is this? What is that? I'm unfamiliar with that. This right here is peak talent. You know? That I get it now. That's why she's got to be incognito mode. Because she's so fucking talented. You know, she obviously would get spotted out on the streets. People would go fucking mad seeing her. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Let's hear how she wraps this thing up.
walked out the
Take it home
door and
strong.
walked out of my life. Uncry those tears. Cry so many nights. Unbreak my heart. Oh baby, come back and say you love me. Unbreak my heart, sweet darling. Without you I can't go on. Say that you love me. Say that you love me. Tell me you love me. Unbreak my, can't go on. Say that you love me. Say that you love me. Tell me you love me. Unbreak my, say that you love me. Say that you love me. Tell me you love me. Unbreak my, say that you love me. Say that you love me.
She kind of just seems like she just, I don't want to say she ever was trying, but she's definitely stopped at this point. Thank you, Jilly's mom, for becoming a member. Once again, a lot of trust in my try. It is appreciated. It's hard to say. Once again, was there a point where there was any effort being put forth? I'd argue probably not, but definitely by this part, it's over. It's over. I don't know, folks. I just wish I had that kind of talent. You know what I'm saying? And then I could share it with the world the way that she does. So talented, so brave. So as you may hear, I did say that we were not going to be looking at that, or I guess I should now say those particular emo videos about TGR, but we will be looking at an emo video. And I don't know how much of this. Okay, no, it's only 10 minutes. I thought it was a little bit longer. So as long as he doesn't drone on too much, I guess we'll try to watch the majority of it, if not all of it. So this it's interesting. I pulled this video already for tonight's stream before I ever before he even went live and had a shit fit about us. So it's kind of funny that this worked out this way. But anyway, so we're not going to watch that video, but I did have another emo video pulled, which just, kind of cements the piece of shit that he really is. So yeah, let's have a look.
All right. Hello, everybody. Any minute, the first troll will be here to record the show. But anyways, it's going to be a quick live
Why would
stream.
that be? Why would that be, Emo? Could it be because you start the stream? Literally, we're 14 seconds into this and you've been quiet for most of those 14 seconds. And the first thing out of your mouth is acknowledging your quote unquote trolls. And you have any idea why they persist? I think I do. I think I have an inkling of an idea why that would be.
But it's too it's going to be a little too long.
Yeah, no shit. He really had it out for Billy. I don't know what the fuck. I know Billy has had a couple of interactions with Emo in the past. I don't exactly remember what happened, but I can kind of surmise that they didn't probably go. Emo didn't like the interaction. Let's just say that. I can almost guarantee you it was something along those lines. So I think he already knows Billy. Like, I don't think I've ever had an interaction with Emo at all. And I'm not sure that Frank has either. So I think him knowing Billy previously, already having it in his head, yeah, I don't like this fucker, which, you know, right? But yeah, he doesn't like Billy. Billy's a lot of slurs. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but he's so many slurs.
Still going to be a short live stream. We tried to record it a couple times as a short, and it just was outright too fucking long. So we'll do it this way, shall we? So anyways, last night, Secular Opinion got doxxed, and I was so thrilled that Secular Opinion got doxxed. Show eyes.
This motherfucker went full on Sling Blade just there. Sure was. So there you go. Right off the bat, like I said, I kind of wanted to illustrate kind of what a piece of shit he is right off the bat here. So I don't honestly I have no idea what happened, if there was a legitimate doxing or whatever. But Emo, just hearing this news, automatically decides I got to get on the internet and tell people how much I love the fact that this guy was doxed. So good guy Emo, right? He definitely wouldn't steal money from an old lady.
But anyways, so well, should I say, he got doxxed again. He already got previously doxxed by this one particular individual and got doxxed again. So I'm 100% thrilled that he got doxxed. Absolutely.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely gonna come on here on the internet and just tell everyone that hey, I'm an absolute piece of shit. Yeah. Once again, Emo, I don't understand, why so many people fuck with you. You're totally innocent and everything.
I almost went to bed, thank God I didn't, because that fucking live stream was priceless. Absolutely fucking priceless. Which a little clip of that is on my BitChute, in case anybody wants to check it out. So anyways, I have noticed that a lot of these so-called trolls we have on the internet are trolls that are, in the age of being in the last 8 years of high school or early college, okay? And
I know I am.
I've been noticing this. So I'd say most of the trolls that I've seen on YouTube are, within the last couple of years of high school, in their 20s. We know this. A lot of the trolls on the internet are in their goddamn 20s. So here's what came out last night when
we're all fresh out of high school.
Secular Opinion last night, and I was absolutely
freshman in college, right?
It came out that Secular Opinion is a drummer. It came out last night that secular opinion is a school teacher. Okay, so seeing that this asshole
But you
works
knows
with
how
school
true that is.
children and high schoolers and teaches them music and stuff, rumor has it that he's a school teacher.
Well,
I'm
now
not
it's
going to say
rumor
what
has
in the
it.
schools
Okay.
in the school system, but Monty hinted that he's a school teacher or something, and it dawned on me why I have so many young trolls on the internet. Because I think some of my main key trolls are teachers. And you know what they're going to do? You know what they're saying to their students? Because teachers always give out assignments for extra work, right?
This motherfucker. Okay, so the reason he originally got pissed off at us is because we watched a reviewed a video of his where he basically said that he believed a lot of his trolls worked for the government, and that since he was so anti-government that agencies were sending trolls to ruin his life, essentially. So now this is totally shifted. Now it's that his trolls are teachers, you know, shaping the minds of our youth, giving them extra credit to go troll emo on YouTube. Where the fuck, like it's anything and everything other than you fucked your own life up and you're awful and a failure, right?
So how do I know secular opinion ain't going to his students? Hey, class, you want a few extra points this semester? Go troll emo.
There it is.
We also know that Wood Hippie is also a teacher of some sort. He works with school children.
Does this fucking idiot not realize how fast they would be fired for doing something like that? Like instantaneously. Seriously. Like you think kids are gonna really not tell other kids or tell the word's not gonna get back around? You know, there's a teacher giving out extra credit if we go fuck with some weird dude on the internet. God damn it, Emo.
So how do our college children that would be in their 20s? So how the fuck do I know that Wood Hippie didn't send over some of my trolls? Yeah, I'm talking about the trolls that some of the trolls that are UK trolls that Rick are dealing with. You know, like Jay Dunn just barely turned 18.
The fuck? Wait a minute.
The
Hold
one
on.
that likes to call me a fuck.
We're going back a little bit because I certainly misheard that, right? Certainly.
Like Jay Dunn just barely turned 18. The one that likes to call me a fucking
who just turned 18?
Wrongin in the UK. He's
Why are you tracking individual.
That? So it makes me wonder, are a lot of my fucking trolls school teachers and telling their students, hey, you want extra credit on your semester this year? Go on the internet and troll emo. And
look, I know you really need to pass this class. You really need this credit. So I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. You go on and tell this fucking weird dude in a diaper that he doesn't have a shower curtain, and we'll give you a fucking B. We'll square it with a B. How about that?
every time you troll emo, every time you poke the bear and get emo raging, I'll give you more points on your academics, and even if you're flunking, I'll pass you through the course because I'm your school teacher and I want this asshole to get trolled. Makes me wonder. Makes me fucking
Doesn't
wonder.
make literally anyone else
wonder. I've always wondered why.
No, I'll tell you what it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder what the fuck is going on inside your head. Like, really, what is it like to be like one of the last remaining emo brain cells at this point? Just firing off fucking ridiculous ideas like that at one another. It's got to be like fucking, I would imagine like hell would be. Just desolation and just fucking awful.
All of these snot-nosed fucking trolls are, like I said, 16 to 28. That's the majority of trolls on YouTube. 16 to fucking 28. Okay. The majority
we all fall into that
school-age
category,
children,
right?
you know, people that
I
are
know
in
I do.
college and shit. People in the last couple of years of their teens and into college. How the fuck do I know the secular opinion who's a fucking school teacher is not telling his class, oh, hey, little Johnny, I know you're flunking my class this semester, but
Look, see, I know this is difficult for a cow like you to understand this, Emo, but we don't go to work and involve any of the things that we do here on the internet with you nitwits into our jobs. I don't, and no one that I converse with has ever mentioned to me that they have done that. It seems to be you cows who do that. It also seems to be your downfall in having whatever employment you may have had. Because as it turns out, employers really don't like you making YouTube content on their dime. It's crazy.
would you like to get extra credit? Would you like a way to fix that, Johnny? Yeah, go and troll people on the fucking internet and don't tell your fucking parents you're fucking doing it. Makes me wonder. It's a crazy fucking thought. But I find it weird that
24/7 tutors.
this is like the third or fourth troll that I found out is a teacher. Imagine that. So they're teaching the kids real good, aren't they? That's a real good curriculum to have it up.
Like even if he is, which once again I don't know, but even if he is, how would that affect one's ability to be a teacher just because they find you fucking ridiculous? I think that if most people out there were to see you, Emo, I think that they would find you equally ridiculous. I don't think that that's weird, or it makes him less of a person, or it definitely wouldn't affect how he performs on the job.
Fucking high schools, right? That's a real good fucking curriculum to have in our college. Hey, go and troll somebody and I'll give you extra fucking credit. Really? Are we fucking serious?
Are you fucking serious?
Because I find it funny that
No, you can't say something like that. You can't say something that fucking ridiculous and then go, "Are you serious?" No. Are you serious? This is your idea. This is what you say is happening to you. You just can't accept the fact that you put on Front Street what a fuckwit you are, and now everyone knows it, and people like to mess with you about it. That's no one's fault but your own, my guy.
Jaden is like 18 or 19 years old.
Stop saying
the
that.
other one that calls me a wrong and that starts with an S, Wayne or whatever the fuck his name is. He's in his 18, 19, 20-year-old little fucking punk. So these fucking people, I wouldn't be surprised if these fucking school teachers that we have on the internet that want to troll people don't say to their class, you want extra credit, go troll Emo. It's just a thought I had last night thinking about it. Just a fucking thought I had. Like I said, it may sound lunacy. It may sound, no fucking way is that going on, Emo. You don't know what you're talking about. But it made me wonder. It makes me fucking wonder. If secular opinion
wonder in my diaper
and his fucking association of Goon Gang trolls take each one of those letters and you'll know what the fuck I said. Because every time I try to say it on YouTube, they say, oh, he's being hateful. He's calling the LGBT a bad word. No, I'm calling them the fucking Association of Goon Gang Trolls every time I use that fucking
Jesus
word.
fucking
That's
Christ,
what
Emo.
the word, I can probably say it one time and get away with it. That's
Bro, who the fuck hurt you? Like, who was it? Like, I'm actually curious. Who was it? Seriously, like, man, you just and like he said today in his stream, like I said, just to kind of bring a little bit of that up. Like, I'm not going to get into it or anything, but like he said today, and I've heard him say this before. Once you get me angry, whatever comes out of my mouth, I'm not accountable for that. It's like you absolutely the fuck are.
What I mean when I say fucking faggot. Fucking association of
Jesus.
goon gang trolls. It
God
doesn't
damn
have
it, Emo.
anything to do with a
Trying to make
homophobic
regular
slur.
content, you're
Even though
saying
your
shit like
fucking
that.
association of goon gang trolls like to say, "Oh, he's being hateful and it's hate speech." So now we gotta flag his fucking video. Imagine that.
Bro,
Because you don't pay attention when I gave.
you just sat there and said all that fuck shit and then followed it up with and then they got the knife to flag my chant. What? You probably don't even have to. YouTube would probably catch you because you're just going to fucking town with it, my friend. Like you're not even trying to dance around it or hide it. Like totally mask off.
You the definition several times, and the fucking morons in the fucking admin team of YouTube are all fucking morons. And I still would love to punch the guy in the face who demonetized me. I'd love to beat that fucker into a 1,000 fucking pieces, because that's what whoever that guy is that works for YouTube, you're a fucking piece of shit. Okay, all the
Not
staff,
you though, Emo.
all the admin team at YouTube, all the executives, everybody who fucked me over.
Yeah, that's right. Emo's not an asshole. It's the people that prevent him from coming on the internet and calling people slurs. They're the assholes. Not Emo, the one actually randomly calling people slurs for no reason. Most recently, Billy, about 475 times, if last count was correct.
Is a fucking piece of shit and deserves to be taken out, and I don't mean the fucking lunch. So how many of my fucking trolls are teaching their students go troll Emo on the internet for the lols? And I'll give you extra credit. I'll give you extra academic credit if you go troll this guy on the internet. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, Emo. I just don't get it. So we are going to stop there for Emo, and I do have one more video we're going to be taking a look at here. And let's go ahead and pull that up because we're going to end things big tonight with Von Helton. And if you're wondering, maybe perhaps I'm not seeing the title of Von's video correctly. There's no fucking way. No, that's what it says. This is another guy who complains the fact that he's not allowed on YouTube, which this channel right here is his channel, one of I think 3. And fuck that. Jesus Christ, he scared the fuck out of me. I didn't know it was playing. Fuck. Whew. All right. Okay. I don't even know what I was saying. Let's go.
Holy shit. Let me check my audio level first, because Windows loves to pot down my microphone. Let me check my audio here, make sure you all can hear me good and clear, because we got a humdinger to say about today. This is amazing.
He is in the Clay County shirt.
So praise the gods, I'm at 100%. All right.
Man, I hope and pray the back of that shirt says it's different in Clay County. I really do. Or something to that effect. We got to contact the tourism folks over in Clay County. See if we can work something up.
Let me tell you something. We have got news for you today in a big, big way. And you're not going to believe this one, because it shocked the shit out of me, but this is not
you shocked the shit out of me too.
Site this time.
Popped up out of nowhere.
YouTube channel, I mean. This is not some obscure YouTube channel this time. Okay.
Okay, so by the way, that's a direct reference to us calling him out about believing that a admitted Elon Musk parody YouTube channel says so right in their description. He thought that was actually Elon Musk's YouTube channel, and was saying that Elon had purchased Google, which was I guess a video made on that channel. So yeah, that's talking to us over at TGR. I guess he's salty about that. Now his claim is this is a real YouTube channel I'm getting this from. So what are the odds of it being legitimate? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I saw this title and pulled this video blind, so this is, it may end early, folks. I don't know. Let's see.
Real fucking deal, bro. This is serious shit right here. And so let's get into it. All righty.
To this day, it's still funny that you hear like the epic Rocky music playing and then it cuts to this fucking hunk of shit. What a fucking letdown.
Have breaking news. This just come off the wire. I opened up my email and got this in my mail, and it was like, holy shit. I cannot refuse to talk about this one because this just blows my mind. So let me, without further ado, let me see how I'm going to work this. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go there, and we're going to go there, and we're going to go pop goes a weasel right there. Okay, what do you read it with me, class? Obama banned from Russia hundreds blacklisted for direct involvement in the persecution of J6 dissidents.
So what? So what is that? But what is, okay, so this is a thing. I can say that. This is a thing being reported on reputable, I guess, whatever you can call reputable, news sites. So this is a thing. I'm just curious what Vaughn's getting at here. Exactly. Because if I'm not, I'll just go ahead and put that here on the screen. There we go. Thank you. Because I'm not, I'm not sure exactly, like some of the people that are on this list. By the way, it said it was like 500 Americans, and I think one of them is like British. Like actually, his citizenship is not in America, which is funny in and of itself. And then there were like late night TV show hosts on this list also. Like it was a total fucking Looney Tunes list. Yeah. Right, comfort doll. Are there any more reputable news sites anymore? You gotta just, do your best. Try. Just don't get your shit from like, fucking Hillary's a reptilian / Facebook. Those fucking boomer sites. I guess if you stay off those, maybe you can find something at least rooted in truth somewhere. Anyway, I gotta pursue this. I'm very interested. Like I said, I pulled this blind, so I'm not sure what he's getting at here.
Let me say that again. Obama banned from Russia hundreds blacklisted for direct involvement in the persecution of J6 dissidents. This is the president of Russia doing it, not the president of the United States. This is the president of Russia doing this. Well, let's just read on, shall we, folks?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, we shall.
I mean, what the fuck? Like, why do you feel the need to like state that so clearly, Vaughn? Do you think the president of America would be banning people from Russia? Does that sound like an activity the U.S. president would be engaging in? The fuck are you talking about? Once again, I'm waiting for a point here.
Because we're going to. Yes, we are. We're going to. We are going to. Interesting pictures there, by the way, because Putin doesn't look pleased, and he has every right. He has every right not to be.
Oh,
pleased.
Jesus Christ! I forgot how much of a
let's see.
I forgot how much of a bootlicker ball sucker that Vaughn was for Putin. Yeah, it's good to see it. It's good to see it brought to the forefront every once in a while because, like I said, I forgot. So, god damn it, Vaughn's a piece of shit in so many different ways.
Here, former President Barack Obama is among 500 Americans banned from entering Russia in response to a new round of U.S. sanctions. On Friday, the Russian Foreign Ministry published a list effectively blacklisting hundreds of Americans from the country with immediate effect. That means as of right
Who the
now.
fuck wants to go to Russia right now anyway, if we're being honest with one another? Like, haven't they been like imprisoning reporters and athletes and things like this? Like, you're banned from Russia right now. Oh, okay. Shucks. There goes fucking vacation in Russia in 2023, because that's a great idea.
Individuals are banned by the Russian government for supplying Ukraine with arms and, get this, class, persecuting Americans who sought to stop Joe Biden's certification as president on January 6, according to a press release issued by the Russian ministry, political ministry, not the church.
Thank you, Vaughn, for that clarification.
Did you get that? Did you get that? Let me read that again.
Read it again, Vaughn.
Individuals are banned by the Russian government for supplying Ukraine with arms and persecuting Americans who sought to stop Joe Biden's certification as president on January 6, according to a press.
So, like, persecuting them by how? Arresting them for laws they broke? Is that how people were being persecuted for that particular incident? Because that's about the only thing I can think of. Laws were broken, and now they're having to face the consequences of their actions. I don't really see that as persecution, Vaughn. I'd love for you to elaborate on that, but at the same time, like I said, I'm also trying to stream next week too, so maybe not.
Release issued by the ministry. So if you aided and abetted the Biden administration to get into power by any means, basically you've been blacklisted from Russia. That's basically what that's saying. So that would include a lot of people. That would include Google. That would include YouTube. That would include the old Twitter before Elon Musk took over. That would include Twitch.
Well,
that would
before.
include all these social media.
Now that my
because
boy
all the
there,
social media
it's
and the
clean.
mainstream media all sided with the Biden administration. Nobody can deny that, right? Nobody's going to get on here and deny that the social media and the mainstream media sided with the Biden regime. No, they're not, because YouTube in particular banned a lot of people because of that very reason, didn't they? Well, you know what? Now Russia's banning your happy ass. How you like them apples?
Once
Isn't
again,
that
who the
fucking
fuck's
amazing?
going to Russia right now? That's who gives a fuck, right? Not a good time.
How that shit works. Isn't that fucking amazing? Now let's continue. The attached list 500 also includes those in government and law enforcement agencies who are directly involved in the persecution of dissidents in the wake of the so-called storming of the Capitol. What, God, that is, I hate that so bad. Because storming the Capitol, my ass. Anyway, the ministry
What
states.
the fuck happened?
It is high time for Washington to learn that not a single attack.
If you, Vaughn, what happened? Like, at its most simplistic description, that's what happened. Why do you have Vaughn has a real big issue with reality sometimes. Like, I'm not even trying to approach this from one political standpoint or the other. I'm just looking at it kind of objectively as like, this is what happened. No matter what you may think of the reasoning was behind it, it is what it is.
Attack against Russia will go without strong reaction. The principle of inevitable punishment will be consistently applied, whether we are talking about tougher sanctions of discriminatory steps to hinder the professional activities of our citizens. The Russian government has repeatedly questioned the legitimacy of the Biden administration's persecution of Americans who protested at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Are you listening?
Okay, but like, it's Vaughn, you were on the exact other side of this argument during the George Floyd, back in 2020, and when you had that going on, you kept saying, oh well, this has gone far beyond just protest at this point. You've had this happen and that happen and buildings burning and whatnot. But now all of the sudden, when it's more politically aligned with your ideology, totally different. 180. You don't see it that way at all. No nuance, nothing. God damn, you really do. You have an issue with reality, Vaughn. You always have.
Folks, stop a minute and think. Stop a minute and think. Think back in the cobwebs of your brain that there was an individual. I forget his name, but I think it started with a B, as in Vaughn, who told you. Wouldn't it be amazing if Putin actually got involved here in America to restore this great republic and then hands us the keys and say, this time don't fuck it up? I distinctly remember telling you motherfuckers that shit. And you know what? This looks like this might be round one, boys and girls.
Vaughn was
looks
right.
Like round one to me.
No.
Sure does.
God damn it.
Looks
Vaughn.
like round one to me. The Russian government, let me read this again. The Russian government has repeatedly questioned the legitimacy of the Biden administration's prosecution of Americans who protested at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. They have every right to, because there was no storming of the Capitol. There was no, I mean, where's the
First off, what business is it of what happened on January 6th of the Russian government anyway? Like, especially to make some kind of stance like that. Like, it's obvious what it is, but from Vaughn's standpoint, he's reading a little bit more into it than what I actually take this for.
Guns. It's an insurrection. Okay, great. Well, in an insurrection, you need guns. Where are they? Where's the guns? Oh, there wasn't any. Where's the bombs? Oh, there wasn't any. That's an insurrection. An insurrection is when you got guns and bombs and dead bodies laying all over the place. That's an insurrection.
Well, you did have a lot of.
So
those
did an
things,
insurrection
Vaughn.
take place in Washington, D.C.? Fuck no, it didn't.
Especially the dead
No,
bodies.
it did not.
Which is interesting,
In fact,
because
there's only two
usually you
people
kind
that
of usually you rally for the cops, don't you, Vaughn? I bet you didn't on that day.
On that day, and they were both women, one on the steps of the Capitol by a police officer, no less, and another woman inside the building, also by a police officer, allegedly a detective. Those are the only two deaths I'm aware of. Now, there was a police officer that died of like a heart attack or some shit, but it was completely unrelated to J6. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I don't think that's the case, Vaughn. Wait a minute. I don't think I heard that properly. I may have to go back.
Another woman inside the building, also by a police officer, allegedly a detective. Those are the only two deaths I'm aware of. Now, there was a police officer that died of like a heart attack or some shit, but it was completely unrelated to J6.
Yeah, I don't know if I can buy that one or not either, Vaughn.
Well, anybody that shows up to my door.
Jesus fucking Christ. The Vietnamese. Oh, wow. In Manchester, Kentucky, no less. I didn't even know that was a theme. But thank you for your super chat. The Socialist Republic of Vietnam supports Vaughn in his desire to overthrow the reactionary pig dogs of the U.S. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Just confirmation. You know what, Vaughn? You grab this clip up. Vaughn was right. What number are we on? You got it, bud.
Uninvited, particularly if they wish to do me imminent harm, will be immediately arrested. So if he's stupid enough to come here, he's stupid enough to go to jail. How about that? So please let him come. As soon as he shows up on my property uninvited, especially with the
Normally that goes without saying, Vaughn, but I think perhaps the people of Clay County might be excited with the prospect of you not being around anymore.
intent to do harm, he will be arrested. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You don't think I've already notified the judges down here that I'm a target for persecution? Of course, and they all know it.
Targeted citizen. He's
They all
gang
know
stalked, folks.
They sure as fuck know it now. But anyway, let's not make this about me, because that's exactly what you're trying to do. And see, that's bullshit.
No, Vaughn, you always make it about you.
That's bullshit, because this isn't about me. And
Did
I'm going to block
he answer
you now.
me in real
Goodbye.
time?
Have a nice life, fucker. Anyways, but yes, let me read that a third time. The Russian government has repeatedly questioned the legitimacy of the Biden administration's prosecution of Americans who protested at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Oh, goddamn. Anyway. Well, I tell you, YouTube trolls are just trying their level best to either get me killed or get me in trouble with the law. Isn't that amazing?
I think you're
Such
doing a good
dedication.
job of that yourself, actually, Vaughn. Like getting in trouble with the law is something that you've never had an issue with, especially when you're in charge of other living things. And what is it? What was the other thing you said? Get you killed? I mean, just like look at your lifestyle, my guy. You're doing a good job of that yourself.
It's a shame the trolls don't have more dedication on doing good things for humanity. I guess they don't give a fuck. They just want to do evil continuously. The YouTube trolls, I mean. They want to do evil continuously. Well, wait, you Christians, you know where that's at. That's in the Bible, isn't it? Well, who is it that does evil continuously, Christians? Who is that?
Von Helton.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's demons. Okay, demons and evil spirits that constantly want to do evil continuously.
shit,
All right,
they're
well, that's what these
demons.
trolls are doing. They're constantly trying to either get me in trouble with the law or get me killed. Okay, so who are they?
All right, Jigs up. Which one of you in the chat are demons? Show thine self. Or is Vaughn just a fucking idiot? I guess that's a possibility too.
Aligned with God? No, they're aligned with demons and evil spirits, doing evil continuously.
So if we're keeping up, the pagan here believes that his trolls are aligned with Christian demons that he previously said did not exist. And at the same time, Emo believes the same people in a lot of instances to be working for the government, or perhaps they're high schoolers or college students, and their teacher is putting them up to it for extra credit. Obviously, just depends on what you want to go with. Which one sounds more rooted in reality to you? I know it's a difficult choice.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go on. They quote, they weren't just a crowd of robbers and rioters, Russian President Vladimir Putin told reporters after a 2021 meeting with Joe Biden in Geneva.
I was going to call
Those
it being
people
you.
came to the U.S. Congress with
But I didn't want to feel
demands.
like I was calling you out.
400 people, over 400 people had criminal charges placed on them. They're being called domestic terrorists. They're being accused of other crimes, which is true.
Internet terrorists,
Russia's
too.
Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has warned Capitol rioters are being persecuted by the U.S. government. Obama is the first U.S. president to be blacklisted from a foreign nation. Late night TV host Jimmy Kimmel.
I caught that, Vaughn, how you emphasized the word black when you were talking about Obama. I know what you did.
Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, MSNBC host Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, like, listen to that shit. Listen to the names of people who are also banned from Russia. Jimmy Kimmel. He should be banned from every country. So, like, nothing new there. Stephen Colbert. Like, fucking Seth Meyers. Seriously? What kind of fucking clown show is this? Like, what the fuck do they have to do with January 6th other than commentary on it? Making an awful joke or two on it. I say awful jokes, but, you know, they can't even hold their shit together when their writers aren't there, so.
CNN anchor Aaron Burnett, and NBC host Brian Williams are also among the Americans barred entry from Russia. Oh, wait, I just said that just a few minutes ago, didn't I? Mainstream media and social media were all behind the Biden administration coming into power. And so now you've been banned from Russia, bitches.
Oh
Isn't
no.
that amazing?
Whatever
Ain't that
will I
fucking amazing
do?
how that works? Senators J.D. Vance, Katie Britt, and Eric Schmidt, and 45 members of the U.S. House are also among the U.S. lawmakers that are blacklisted. Military officials are also on the list, including Secretaries of the Army and the Air Force, Christine Wormuth and Frank Kendall, and USAF Chief of Staff General Charles Q. Brown Jr., former Secretary of Defense James Mattis, was sanctioned for being on the board of General Dynamics, and ex-CI Director George Tenet as a board member of NQTEL.
By the way, I just want to once again reiterate, not only does no one want to go to Russia, but Vaughn, you couldn't go if you wanted to. Even like the funds aren't there. I imagine it's kind of difficult to get there anyway. You sure as fuck couldn't do it. Like I don't understand. Well, let me not say that. I do understand because Vaughn's just an awful fucking person. But the fucking Russia simping is some other shit, I gotta say. Like, you know, say what you want to about either side, but just simping for Russia is Jesus fucking Christ. It's a little rough.
There's your cue right there, NQTEL. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, everybody's talking about cue this and cue that. Sounds to me like there's your cue right there. Interesting, huh? The ministry also announced on Friday that Russia will continue to deny U.S. requests for consular access to detained Wall Street journalist reporter Ivan Gershin. I'm going to butcher this. Gershenkovic.
I think that was a Vaughn quote right before he had his first kid. Let's see, can we find it? Let's see, where was it?
For consular access
Hold on, where's
to
it?
detain Wall Street journalist reporter Ivan
Here it is.
Gershin. I'm going to butcher this.
And he did. What was it, 12, 13 times they took those kids? Goddamn, Vaughn.
Gershenkovic was arrested. Now, is it sick? Is it ick? Or well, whatever. Anyway, he was arrested on March 29 by Russia's Federal Security Service while reporting in the city of Yekaterinburg. He is detained on allegations of espionage that the Wall Street Journal and the U.S. government deny. This move was triggered by the U.S. refusal last month to allow visas to Russian journalists who wanted to cover Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's visit to the United Nations, the ministry said in a statement. Washington should have learned a long time ago that not a single hostile attack on Russia will go unpunished, it added. J6 political prisoners are aghast that Putin is demonstrating more interest in protecting political dissent and the First Amendment.
They're political prisoners. Yeah, no, they didn't fucking break shit tons of laws that they've been charged with identifiably. So, Vaughn, god damn it, man. Jesus, you're just like you're bad on every level. It doesn't matter what you talk to you about. It's you always have the shit opinion. You all like you're all around. Like, you hear people are like well-rounded individuals. Like, you're just fucking awful. You're the exact opposite of that. You're shit in every category that presents itself.
Than the U.S. government and the GOP. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Where are you at, Marjorie Taylor Greene? Where are you at, Matt Gaetz? Where are you at, Lauren Boebert?
It's Gates and
where
Bobart.
Where are you prominent Republicans at when Putin is doing?
You fucking mispronounce 2 out of 3 of their names. You're just trying to sound like you know what the fuck you're talking about, Vonnie. You don't. The 3 people you just mentioned are complete and total nitwits. I don't give a fuck what color tie they wear. They're fucking idiots. And it's on display. Of course you're reaching out for them.
More to defend the J6ers than you are. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's very interesting, isn't it? Well, it's good to know, YouTube, that you've been banned from Russia. I think that's fucking hilarious. No. I think that's fucking awesome. I think that's fucking glorious.
I think it's glorious that you give a shit. that you think any of the people that were banned from Russia are actually like they care.
Will be next. I guarantee it. Anybody that had you read it. I just read it to you. Any social media, mainstream media, any politician, military, anybody that supported the Biden regime taking power in the United States unlawfully is being barred from Russia. Period.
Oh no.
Well, that includes YouTube. YouTube is a social media platform, are they not?
YouTube, you are
They're
banned
part of the
from
media,
Russia.
are they not? Yes. Yes, they are, by their own admission, even. Fascinating. It's nice to know that Vladimir Putin is doing more to bring justice to J6 than our own leaders like Kevin McCarthy. J6 defended John Millis, told the Gateway Pundit Sunday. Maybe Putin will say Roseanne Byland's name before the U.S. members of
You're fucking awful, Vaughn. I just wanted to stop and say that again real quick.
Congress do. Too bad our own president is not as concerned about American justice as Putin is, added J6 defendant Billy Christmas.
Does he really do that shit? See, what he goes, oh, well, I guess obviously not anymore. Well, I guess his account's there now. He just doesn't use it. Trump, I mean. That's fucking hilarious. Does he? I wonder if he still does it. That's good shit. That's good. He's such a good little bootlicker, isn't he? Dude's actively fucking simping for the guy who, by the way, his biggest achievement was a tax cut. And guess what, Vaughn? 83% of the benefits go to people who actually have fucking money, unlike you. No, they have more money than me. They have more money than anyone here watching this because they're typically we're talking about the 1% most wealthiest. So for all the talk about, you know, being for the people, he sure as fuck didn't govern like one. But you didn't vote anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Wow. That is just I am you know, admittedly I kind of said it tongue in cheek. But you know, I mean, I did say it. I'm on record saying it. Wouldn't it be interesting if Putin helped to restore this great republic and then hands us the keys back and said, this time don't fuck it up?
Yeah, because
wouldn't it be interesting?
That's what he would be trying to do if that were the case, right?
Natasha codes, whatever. Anyway, Natasha says Putin saved the Christians of Syria from the American government. Yeah, because Clinton was bombing the fuck out of them, wasn't he? Yeah. Bill Clinton was bombing the Christians and letting the Muslims.
Despite Vaughn's fucking odd take on history, I could totally be okay with you having criticisms of the United States government. Like, absolutely. We are not saints on the world stage. But once again, to simp for Russia instead of that, it's just a blind spot and nothing else for you, my guy. You're just wanting to be a hateful turd, I guess.
Muslims burned Kosovo to the ground. That's documented. That's not my opinion. That's documented. Bill Clinton literally bombed the Christians and let the Muslims burn Kosovo to the ground, just like they swore they would do. The Muslims swore they would do. They swore that they would burn Kosovo to the ground. Okay, so the Serbian leader gets on TV and says, "Hey, the Muslims are threatening to burn Kosovo to the ground. We need some help." We, crying out to the Americans, said, "We need some help, Americans. We need some help." And Clinton goes over there and bombs the Serbians. Whoops. And don't be so quick to ask the Democrats here in the United States for help, guys. Okay, because they don't care. They don't give a shit. They're communists.
Didn't your boy just like randomly bomb that Soleimani dude who, even though he wasn't exactly our fucking friend, he was fighting ISIS on the ground and like almost caused a fucking war over it? So I mean, once again, we can definitely talk about America. We're our hands are not clean of a lot of bullshit as well, but at least let's be a little bit more realistic about how things are. It's once again, Vaughn, I think you're paying a little bit attention to what color tie this person's wearing. you got your blinders on again. But once again, I think it has more to do with the fact that you just want to be a hateful piece of shit. So you're going to align yourself with people that are more in tune with that.
Don't care. Okay. They really don't. Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I mean, like I said, admittedly, I kind of said it tongue in cheek. I did. I admit that. I was kind of being tongue in cheek with it. So wouldn't it be interesting if Putin came over here and help restore the republic and then give us the keys and said, this time don't fuck it up? That would just, and I said it kind of tongue in cheek and kind of
Like
serious
everything you
too.
say.
I was just kind of goofing around a little bit, I guess. But I'll be damned. I mean, he picked a side now. He's definitely picked a side now. Ain't no doubt. He's picked a side now.
Yeah, he picked a side whenever he banned Seth Meyers from fucking Russia. Okay, that is a line drawn in the sand, sir. You may as well have removed your glove and smacked me across my face.
Wow. But yeah, I wanted to get this out. This admittedly, this is a few days old, but so what? It's amazing. This is an amazing event.
No, right. He actually got it right there at the end. He got the whole gist of this article right here at the end. So what? Yeah, that's basically what I've been saying the entire time. Who gives a fuck?
This clearly, what do we hear? Oh, Vaughn, Putin don't give a damn about America. Putin don't care about the patriots in America. Well, apparently he does. I suspect that Putin, having experienced communism firsthand, probably don't like it very much.
So
I will recall.
You'll have to help me out here because I don't consider myself like extremely patriotic. So a patriot of a country is someone who tries to overthrow it because they're lost and he can't seem to come to that realization. Is that what a patriot is? It seems like what happened that day was very unpatriotic. Now, once again, I'm not a very patriotic person, so you have to help me out here. Am I wrong on that, Vaughn? Kind of seems like you're a fucking idiot.
To your remembrance, ladies and gentlemen, where I had a wonderful encounter with an old Russian grandma who came over here from the old Soviet Union back when it was still the Soviet Union. And she relayed to me just stories that would put your hair on the back of your neck on end. I mean, it would just scare you to pieces. I mean, she said they'd come in the dark of night at like 2 and 3 in the morning and put Kalashnikovs in everybody's face, and they just take somebody away, and you never heard from them ever again. Oh, wait, kind of like what CPS did with my kids.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Eerie, how simple.
That's it. All right. You know what? It's funny. He said that at the exact moment that I was going to say we're shutting this down. I was planning on doing an hour and a half tonight, and we are here. So, Vaughn, thank you for that closing point there, because what he just described, he thinks is the equivalent to CPS removing his kids from the home. Because, Vaughn, it had nothing to do with the fact that you had, like, dog shit all over the place and you didn't feed them worth a fuck and were just an awful non-attentive parent, just abusive on the whole. That had nothing to do with it at all whatsoever. It probably also didn't have anything to do with the fact that you have a game on your computer called Shower with Dad. So yeah, all things considered, I'd say it was probably for the best. So yeah, not the best comparison. But like I said, we're going to end it there because on what better note than to go out on than Vaughn saying some of the most top-notch fuck shit of the century. So yeah, thank you all for joining me this evening. Like I said, I appreciate the trust in my try. I'm going to try to do this every Tuesday. I'm not sure if the time's going to be the same. I'm going to try to stick to something along these lines, but Tuesday we're going to give it a shot. Hopefully I can stay on track. So yeah, once again, thank you all for joining me. We'll be back next week. I'm going to try to always just bring the proverbial hodgepodge of cows with me. I don't want to like zone in on one in particular. More of a variety show, I guess. So yeah, good stream. You know what? I thought so too. I didn't want to pat myself on the back, but I thought it was pretty decent. Anyway, while Vaughn's giving me the stink face here on the screen, I'm going to bid you all adieu. So once again, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next week.